continuing theme of the bear mother here with two mother in the paws.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay.
It's got a surprisingly very good impact though. I really like this part.
Is there tongue missing, or what's missing there? Is something chopped
I'm
off?
not sure if it was the tongue or if it was just the
Well,
continuing bottom lip.
right.
There is definitely a good chunk missing.
Yeah.
A little brittle.
So what are the two? Those are two.
There'll be children of the bear.
Okay. Just
You see the face? You see the face down there?
definitely
In the
faces in the paws.
Oh, that's
So
amazing.
a bear mother is quite a lengthy story in Haida mythology. We probably don't have all day for me to tell you it.
Sure we do.
What's the short? Can you explain just roughly?
The short, very short version of it is even going to take a little while, but I will tell you.
Thanks.
Right? What it was is there was an old woman, and either one of her daughters or one of her grandchildren or something were out picking berries, and just prior to them being in that berry patch, there was a group of bears there ahead of them, and one of the bears left some business behind, and the old woman stepped in it. So it kind of angered her, and she got off in a big rant, ranting and raving, and shouting profanities about all these bears, and the bears just happened to be close enough nearby to hear this big rant go on and on and on. So a little later, after she was done ranting and they were heading back to the village, the bears decided to ambush the old woman. This comes from an era where bears were thought to be very, very much like humans here in Haida Gwaii. They had very human characteristics in the village of their own. So anyway, as they were heading back to the village there, bears decided to ambush and kidnap this old woman and took them back to their village. And they kept her there for a couple of years, kind of training her to be like a bear. And eventually she was even wearing a big, huge cape like a bear. And a little later on, after a couple of years, she was met by a woman that she knew, and this is actually another interesting character who originally comes from Tanu, and her name was Mouse Woman. And she was known to be a very knowledgeable woman and traveled from village to village, checking a lot of stuff out and knew a little bit about everything. And she decided that she was going to help the old woman escape from the bears, and she said to her, to do so, take a copper bracelet, and every time you go off into the bush and do your business, cover it up and leave a little piece of your copper bracelet behind. So she did this and repeated the process quite a few times, and eventually the bears started to notice what was going on, and they weren't sure why, so they started talking about it amongst themselves, and they decided that she had probably been a very, very important person in their village, somebody of high stature, lots of wealth. And so they eventually decided that they were going to let her go because of where she may have came from. So eventually she got back to the village, and she seemed a lot like her bear, and she was reunited with her children, and that's the story of Bear Mother.
Wow.
Very, very short version.
Yeah, yeah. There's lots of years there to fill in.
Yeah, lots of years to fill in, and lots of little storytelling in between.
Yeah, wow. Thank you.